Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl T back with another live video, y'all. In today's video, we are going to go ahead and sew up or finish sewing up this math pack. Let me switch cameras real quick. Front camera. Hold on, y'all. Trying to switch cameras here. There we go. So I have this math pack here. Done our gusset. Our gusset is together. We have our front panel with our zipper pocket. We have our back panel. I have already attached the D-rings and the connectors, and then we just have a bag tag on this side. I am absolutely loving this fabric. We also have done our what do you call this? Our strap connectors. They are done. However, I am going to have to cut it. I may or may not do it on this live, but I will have to cut this down because it's just a wee bit long. And I did follow the measurements for the pattern, which I have right here. And so the pattern that we are doing today is the Math Pack by Lynn's Handmade. So if you have not seen this pattern, or if you like it, hey cousin, you in the bushes? Okay, cousin, appreciate you being here. And enjoy that lunch, girl. And so this is that Math Pack pattern. I have done this before on my channel. So if you'd like to go ahead and watch that video as well, you are more than welcome to do so. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and flip to attaching the gusset. I won't be giving you any measurements or anything like that. So if you need measurements, things like that, you will definitely need to get the pattern. You want to do it. It's a fun pattern. And it sews up really easy, really fast. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our front panel on first. So let me just get this set up, and then I will adjust the camera. I am trying to play with StreamYard today and use both of these cameras. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to turn your lining so that your lining is right side out. Okay, so that means this is the interior, right? And then the Louis side is your Louis Vuitton side is going to be your exterior. So you want this interior, interior side out. And I'm going to turn the camera in just a moment, y'all. Bear with me. And I need to see. Okay, so yeah, I'm right. So everybody is going to be this way. All right, so let me go ahead and switch these cameras really quick, and we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Okay, so what you are looking at right here is the sewing machine, and hopefully it's going. There we go. All right, so we have it like this. Now, I love Lynn's Handmade patterns because if you look right here, the notches are already. Hey, Auntie Vera, I am sewing up a purse, a Mav backpack by Lynn's Handmade. So if you look right here, the notches are already cut out for you, and it's done all the way around, right? And I see a little excess right here that I probably already started cutting, but it didn't come off. But there we go, just like that. It's just that easy. So again, you want your front panel. You want the exterior side looking at you, okay? You want your lining. You want it interior side out, and we're going to go ahead and match these sides up, okay? So let me see if I can something like that. Okay. And you want, I'm using two zipper pulls for this. The pattern only calls for one, but you know, you do you. Okay. They're right or wrong way when it comes to sewing. Okay. I want you to match up um all of where your little notches are already cut out for you. You want to make, even when it comes down to your gusset, you want to make sure everything, those gusset lines, you want those to connect right where that notch is. So you may have to move it up or move it around, but line everything up. Clip those first because that is going to ensure that everybody is lined up where they should be. Okay. Um, it is a little. This bag is small, but it's mighty. Now you will have to clip into your gusset. I'm going to bind this bag. The pattern calls for this bag to be birthed. Baby. I ain't built for that one. I mean, it's not a bad birthing for the bag, but well, I don't know. It sort of kind of is. I'll say that. It sort of kind of is. Um, but if you were to birth this bag, you would birth it through the zipper pocket if you did that. I didn't do the zipper pocket. I did it on the first bag I did, but I also didn't birth that bag either. I I did it just the same way you see me doing it now. So you just want to go around your bag, and I apologize if y'all hear that music back there. Hey Miss C, hey cousin C. Julius is outside having he working on a car, and he having a party all by himself. So if y'all hear the music, it's him. Okay, it's him. So my apologies in advance if you can hear that, or if you hear any of the power tools. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do to get through what you're trying to get through. Okay. Now I will say this Louis Vuitton, I do have it coming in more colors. I do have the Gucci print, all of that other good stuff. It is coming. I sourced it from overseas, so it takes a while to get to me. They just happen to expedite this one color for me because I was like, if I gotta wait that long, I need one like now. So they expedited this color for me. No, she was like, yay. I guess that's because I'm already paying enough shipping for the rest of it to get here. But anywho, so as you can see right here, so I'm just gonna make some snips into my gusset. Now keep in mind, when you're making snips into your gusset, you need that lace one. You do not want to make snips into your gusset more than your seam allowance, if that makes sense. I need a bad making dictionary, girl. I don't know what you're talking about birthing in the gusset. Okay, so like this part right here, what I'm adding on right here, this is called your gusset. This little shindig right here, this whole thing right here, this is your gusset that I'm attaching. Birthing it just means how you turn the bag. But yeah, I do need to make one. I started making one for just regular sewing, but I do need to make one because I know a lot of times you know if you don't know or not used to making a bag, yeah, that is foreign to y'all. I'm sorry. I apologize. But yeah, birthing it just means the way you're gonna turn the bag, essentially. And in this one, so here, like if this were a zipper pocket right here, this would be how we birth the bag or turn it through. So you would pull it, turn it right side out, and then pull everything through that. That's what they call birthing. But baby, birthing bags, I ain't with all that. It's hard enough birthing babies. And you want us to birth some bags? No. So I just always buy mine if I can. If it's not one that I can figure out how to just bind, then that's probably a pattern that it sits off to the side. I don't know if y'all seen that Annabelle purse that I made. She absolutely came out stunning. In fact, I do have her right here. I do have her right here. Let me switch the camera real quick. See if this is going right camera. Maybe. No. Yes. Okay, there we go. So this is that Annabelle that I made right here. You know, we're not quite on track. She's not perfect, but the bag is functional. It works. We have our zipper up here, and inside we have that zipper pocket right here with the trim on it. There you go, with the trim on it. And then it's just black lining the rest of the way. You can attach a purse purse chain right here on either side if you wanted to. And then this is the back, but absolutely cute. So it's just a, over the shoulder bag, nothing, you know what I'm saying? She cute though. Okay. But anyway, that ain't what we're here to do. So let me do what we're supposed to be doing. Okay. So let me switch this camera back, because I don't know how to share the camera on my this iPad. So we just gonna keep on keeping. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna have to cut into this gusset. Let me find the little scissors. We're gonna make some little snips into this gusset around these curves, because we just gonna have to for, oh baby, them not them is not dimming. And you don't want to cut your threads either. So if y'all can't see this part, I apologize, but let me see. There we go. So all I'm doing is trying to find, and I'm making little snips. And that's just so that the gusset will just kind of fan around in place, right? Because that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to lay around that curve. So I'm just making real little snips, nothing too major, because if you make them too big, that won't be pretty. Okay, so let's see how much better that just lays around. And I can just clip that like so. And then, y'all, just as soon as I figure out how the Mevo cameras is supposed to work and stay working, I'm going to go back to using them, because y'all can see a lot better than me trying to do it this way. But all I'm really doing is I'm making really minuscule clips into the gusset. And just because, and I'm only doing it because I need it to fan out around this curve, because you want everything to line up and you not have to cut so much off. So that's why we're doing that. Okay. So that looks a lot better there. I think I'm just going to use black trim. I think that'll be fine for us to I think I have some brown, but I think the black will be fine. The only thing about browns is they're really really hard to match up, but a lot of colors go with browns, and a lot of browns they intertwine really well with each other. So hopefully that makes sense what I'm trying to say. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm just going to start. Ideally, I wouldn't want to start on. Thank you. Um, but yeah, cause I do have some of that lace coming too, and like the lace and the whatchamacallit itself as well. So when I get some more, or when it arrives, I will let you know. All right, so what you want to do is, like I said, you want to keep this as close to the edge as you possibly can. Um, a screwdriver is ideal. And I'm probably going to have to cut some of this off anyway. So I'm just going to go nice and slow. I am using I guess a Caroline thread. Oh, probably not that slow though. Probably not that slow. And you just kind of want to make sure everything stays together. Now, when you start coming to a bolt, adjust your gusset and move right on around. I try not to move clips until I'm in the area that is being sewed down. And the reason being is it will eliminate, most of the time anyway, it eliminates the cut, having to cut so much off at the end. Because you, like I said, the ultimate goal is to make everything match up. Sometimes it's just not. And I'm on some bulky bits right here, so the machine may struggle according with me as well. I'm gonna kind of do that like that and see if that'll help us. Okay. So yeah, you definitely, I mean, you have to adjust. There's no way around that. You have to adjust the gusset when need be. My thread is, now this thread that I'm using is a bonded poly thread. I mean a bonded nylon thread, and it is in text weight 45. All that means is that the weight of it is 45. That's all that means. So you'll find that in sewing, at least in bag making, it is a lot of big terminology that means simple stuff, literally. Oh, yep. It's a bunch of big terminology that literally means simple stuff. I need to. There we go. And you'll know when you're off or it's not catching, because you'll be able to see it. So all of that time that I was sewing, baby, I don't know what I thought I was sewing, because it wasn't catching. So we're just gonna reclip and revisit. Okay, reclip and revisit. And like I said, sometimes you can get it where you don't have to cut anything, but most of the time, especially on curved bags like this, you definitely will have to cut some. And we're almost at another curve. And that's the good thing about binding, because the binding will hide those imperfections in your sewing. So I'm at a curve. I'm getting ready to cut this off. And ideally you want a one straight whatchamacallit, but I gotta snip into here some more so to get around this curve. So I just want to make sure that I got enough clearance to get around it. Cut. Now I also used foam and Decoville light on this bag. I used the foam mainly because I wanted it to kind of stand out more, so to speak. I wanted to give it that little more I should have tried and sewed this from this side. I didn't, but let's see what happens. All right. Sorry, y'all. Bear with me a second. I'm trying to just get this. The corners are going to be your hardest part. Once you get past those, you'll be fine. So let me see if maybe, because once we get around this corner, we are almost done sewing this part on. Then we can bind and move on to the next panel. But I'm trying to make a effort to where I'm not cutting so much off. Now I have seen where people will take like double-sided tape and they will use double-sided tape on here. I'm not brave enough to try that one, not on a curve. I do use double-sided tape, but I don't know. I've never used it on a curve, so we're not going to try that today. All right, let's see if maybe I can sew it from this side. Let's see if maybe that'll help us. Don't know, but we're going to try, and I don't think, nope, that ain't going to help us. Ew. Yep, y'all, I don't think that's going to help. All right, so we may or may not be cutting off a good bit at the bottom on this one, but at any point or any rate, we're just going to keep going. Yep, we definitely will be cutting off. Even it up. That's what we'll be doing. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and move this out. So the goal is to just try and keep everything flat. Try and keep your fingers out of the way. Says the person who the needle went through their finger, nail, bed. Yeah, it was me. Alright, and we're almost back with our first panel sewed on almost. Alright, so I'm just gonna try to flatten this some more as we're coming on back around. And this is why it's also important not to have your machine up so high. One, because it could skip stitches. Two, because sometimes you're gonna need to stop the machine to, oops, I know that went off track, but we'll even it up. And yeah, I'm gonna come back around just a little bit more to see. Maybe I can catch just to flatten some more of this out, but I doubt it because it's okay. That's not gonna catch, so we'll just even it up later. No big deal. All right, so wait a minute, y'all. The camera Yikes. I'm using a 9014 needle. Let me see if I can switch this camera. Hold on, y'all. Front camera. Yep, it's real thick. Give me a second. See if this internet decides to come back. Okay, there we go. All right. So we can see. Ooh, I missed this whole side right here. I'm gonna have to go back and catch that. But yes, this is really, really thick. Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna have to go back around it a couple of times, maybe. Oh Lord, there go the puppy acting up. So this is what it would look like, but I gotta go and sew some more. Yep, I gotta go and sew. I gotta catch it. See, like right here, I gotta catch that. Everywhere else, I think I got spots. Yep, I got a couple spots that I need to catch, but other than that, it's going to be pretty cute. And if you're looking at it, the inside, this is where your slip pocket is going to be. And this one I kind of made like a slip pocket within a slip pocket. So I like that. But I'm going to go ahead and turn this puppy back out and stitch around again. This is why you always turn it out before you sew anything else together. So before adding another panel, make sure that you are checking. So all right here. Yep. All right here. We're going to catch all of this. So all we're going to do is just kind of squish everything in. Squish everything in. Okay. And we're just going to keep going. And there's nothing wrong with going around your bag a couple of times because you want to make sure your stuff is caught. You want to make sure your bag looks good. And this stuff is really, really thick. So make sure that you're using, like me, I'm using a leather needle. You need a leather or a denim needle, but for faux leather, I generally always try and use a leather needle. It just then oh snap, y'all can't see. Wait a minute, I got it on the wrong camera. I got it on the wrong camera. Okay. All right, there we go. Now y'all can see. Glad I happened to look over there. And you're just gonna keep on keeping. And the object, when you go back around, is to just catch everything that you didn't catch. You always want to back stitch where your gusset sides meet, because that's a bulky area. And we're just going to come on back around, move everything as you need. I know that it was somewhere on the bottom. So generally, once you sew around once, unless you are a very good sewer, prepare to go around again. That internet was doing good at first, and then it just started tripping. Uh-oh. Oops. There we go. Okay. And this stuff, I mean, it's very thick. Okay. We're almost back around. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. And all I'm doing, so right here, I just didn't go around further enough. I thought I had already made it that far, but I did not. So let's catch this little area. I'm gonna backstitch just a little bit now. I'm gonna come on around just a little bit more. Y'all, this internet is being real janky. All right, so now we're just going to run your hand all the way around. So right here is where I need to sew. So I'm gonna put a clip there. All right, everything else looks good. So just this one little here. I'm gonna put the clip there, and we're gonna come on around. Now, I will say too, looking at this, I don't think you need foam. I think with just Decovil Light, let me get my little scissors. I think with just Decovil Light, you'll be fine. You don't really need to use the foam, because I think the foam is what's giving me grief. Because usually these aren't that hard to sew on. All right, so we're going to turn it out, and then I'm going to bind it up. Okay. All right, I got right here that I need to sew. So I'm just finished turning. Oh, I guess I can't finish turning if I got a clip right there, can I? So all I'm doing, y'all, is just pushing it out. Okay, just pushing it out. I know I got a clip right there, but let me see if it'll turn with the clip in there. Yep, it will. And I'll just put that. Oh my goodness, so cute. Oh, did we freeze? I think we froze. Yep, we had froze, y'all. But look, this is what she looks like. This is where I got a catch right here on that side. This is what it would look like on the inside. Oh my goodness. This internet is just, it's being real weird. All right, so let's catch this side real quick. I won't turn the camera back quite yet because I want, I'm gonna show you guys how to bind it from this view. So right along in here. And this stuff, so even, I mean, a 9014 needle would not do you any good on this thick stuff. And like I said, I'm using a leather needle, and I'm catching it. Okay. All right, let's cut these threads off. I don't know who's talking about me, but Jesus. Oh, that combo good. All right, so now, hey Precious. Yep, a mini backpack. Hey y'all. All right, My internet being real iffy over here today. Y'all know how I do. The internet don't like StreamYard no more. StreamYard don't like the internet. Okay, so this is what it looks like on the front. And remember what I was saying, you want to make sure that it lines up right here. That's what we want. Both sides, nice and even. Okay, so that's what we have there. This is what it looks like on the inside. I'm going to grab our binding from, let me see, what inch is this? This is a 1/4 inch, but I think a 1/4 inch probably, yeah, nah, 1/4 inch ain't gonna get it. So let's grab this 1 inch. Let's grab. Now we'll get out a 1 inch right there. All right, so our 1 inch has to be. Our 1 inch has to be. I tell y'all what. Let me grab a 1 inch from over here. Y'all done got put up already. Y'all don't know how to go outside and act. Y'all just terrible. Okay, so this is 1 inch fold over elastic right here. Okay, so this is going to require that we turn our bag back out. So turn your bag back out. Cut off any little excess threads, and like I said, you don't have to worry about sewing it 100% perfect, because we're going to take this like this. So we have our bag. So you see this side. We're going to take this fold over elastic. I kind of like the shiny side. Don't ask me if the side is the right side, because I honestly don't know. And y'all are not going to be able to see this like this. So let me switch the camera back. At some point, it's going to come back. Come on, ProString, where are you? This ProString camera. Interesting. Okay, y'all. I don't know. But anyway. I don't know. The cameras, it was just working. But anyway, you don't want but about this much overhang, and I wouldn't have it that close down. So like this, and then we're just gonna clip all the way around, because we are covering up our imperfections. This is what you call a bound bag. A lot of people don't like binding. I didn't like binding at first because I was like, oh my God, that's so hard. No, really and truly, binding a bag is definitely much easier than birthing a bag. I promise you. When you have to pull something out through something so small, such as a zipper pocket, like, yeah, you will learn to appreciate binding very fast. And you can get it. You can get this fold over elastic from Hobby Lobby. Rest in peace, Joann's. You could have got it from there when they were around. I'm using a contrasting thread, which means it's going to match the thread that we've been using, that brown, that caramel. I'm going to continue to use that thread. I'm okay with that. Some people that irritates, and if that happens to you're a person that happens to irritate, then then don't, just get you a thread where use you a thread where it is not a contrasting thread. And then back where we started over there, we're just gonna pull that, not hard, and then clip it right back there. So see how that's going to look? Now here, just want to make sure. I probably could have got away with using a 1/4 inch actually, but we're going to use this 1 inch because it's already on there. All right, let me see if I can get this camera to get back to working. Okay, that was weird. It didn't want to work. Like I said, y'all, the internet over here these days is trash. Okay? All right, so same concept. Keep everything nice and flat. And it's definitely going to be a workout. You want to go as close as you can to the edge, but not real close. I mean, close, but not real close. Hopefully that makes sense. Uh-oh. And let me go ahead and pull some thread off now because I'm using thread that is bigger than what my machine can hold up top. And I've already packed up the thread thingy. So we're just going to roll with what we got. And we're going to just go around and sew this on. And then we're going to repeat the same exact process of adding our other panel on. And then we will be finished with this bag. I'll show y'all because the strap is already made. I tried to come to y'all because I know I still sew very slow. So I tried to come with it pretty much. Wait a minute. Did my needle just break? Nope, but it's not threaded. That's for sure. I've never seen. That's weird. That has never happened. Okay, this is our first time for everything. Anywho, let's just keep going. Just like anything else we do in crafting, sewing is one of those things that, hey, you just gotta go with the flow. Okay? Just go with the flow. And yes, I'm gonna say don't use what's this stuff, that foam, because I got foam in here, and yeah, that is probably causing me a lot of my grief as well. So don't use the foam. And I'll show y'all on this other piece over here because I want to sew one panel together for another math pack with y'all, and hopefully y'all will see what I mean. Y'all will see what I mean. But yeah, this fold over elastic is definitely a good way to bind your bag so that your imperfections can't be seen, or won't be seen, should I say. Can't be, won't be, same thing. Oh my goodness. We're almost done sewing back around where we started from, and then we're gonna add our next panel. And we're gonna keep moving. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. If y'all happen to go back and watch this on the replay, I know there are just a few spots where the internet, it gets the tripping or what have you. But if you could, bear with it. Like the video and just, you know, act like the internet never went out, I guess. Okay? Just do me that favor. Do me that solid. Okay? I even watch videos where people audio goes out. Their audio goes out and I still watch it just because I'm just trying to, you know, support. Okay, so boom, 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 boom. That, my friends, is our bag bound on this side. Again, anytime you cut thread or anything, you want to, I just want to make sure this little part right here, when you overlap your fold over elastic, just kind of go back on the other side and make sure that you have it secured on both sides. Now, all I'm doing, y'all, is just using a lighter to melt our threads. So this is what we have right here. So our bag is bound. This is so we have a slip pocket right here. And then if you open that slip pocket up, we have another slip pocket. So one slip pocket there, slip pocket here. So two slip pockets within each other. This is the front of our bag. Okay. This is the inside. We're going to flip this over. And I'm going to show y'all what we have. So I can straight all the way around. Yeah, I don't worry about all that no, because especially if I'm binding the bag on the inside, look at that. You don't even know that I couldn't sew straight. Okay? You don't even know that. So this is what we're looking like, y'all. Oh my goodness. What y'all think? Super, super cute. Now, my bag tag, I sort of like this color on there. Okay. I only used it because this part kind of iridescent tag itself, but I don't know. I still like it. It's cute. All right, let's go ahead. Put up we're gonna attach our back panel in the same exact manner, and we are going to let me get y'all back at the sewing machine. There we go. And we're going to attach it. And where is our other panel? So this is what our back panel looks like. We already have our 2 D-rings there. One here, one there. Okay. All right, let's go ahead. Remember, line inside out. So we have our exterior gusset. It's out. And we're going to have our interior matching out the same way. Line up those gusset pieces. Now, you might open up your zipper just a little bit at the top, okay? There's not I want you to attach it first. And then once you attach the top centers, like so, because you're attaching this to the zipper right there, match it up, open it. Well, you don't have to open it quite yet because you can still reach it from the outside. So just kind of, same way we repeat that process, the same way we did it the first time. Okay. And you just want to start going all the way around. Let me move this thread out of my way before I be clipping the thread. And good. Listen, good. You don't want to be clipping the thread, good. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and save myself the trouble now. And when I say small snips into your gusset, this is what I mean. Just make real small snips. Okay. All right. Okay, that's around our curve there. And then this should be, oops, about right there should be pretty good. Over here. So if you look right here, oops, right here, I made those small snips. All right, so anywho, oops, let's carry on. Let's carry on, because baby, I already been here too long fighting with this good. Okay. I don't need one that big. And everything is already ready to fan out for us around. Let me see. There you go. Okay. So everything is ready and fanning out right here. I guess too, this camera isn't that bad if I move the camera. I guess it's not that bad. A lot of my stuff probably be user error, which y'all know I say that all the time. All right. And then you want to line your side notches up with your gusset so that everything is even. What you did on that one side, you're going to do on this side. Nothing changes. Okay? Nothing changes. And now on this zipper, you want to stay as far away from the center when you are attaching this. Stay so far away from your center of your zipper because you don't want to close your zipper. Sew your zipper together. So make sure you line it up. And as you're lining it up, you stay away. And I mean stay away. Ask me how I know. Because I've sewn it together before. So you want to stay on that edge as close as possible. Again, I'm using contrasting thread. I'm okay with the brown showing through the black. So you'll just have to be okay with it. And if you're not, you can switch threads out and all of that good stuff. But baby, no, we ain't doing all that. Okay. All right. So now I'm just going to do the same thing here. I'm just still attaching everything. Again, doesn't have to be sewn 100%, just all willy-nilly nice, because we're going to bind this side too. So it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay. Y'all know I think I can sing too. I'm going to have a record dropping one day. Just not today. Okay? Just not today. All right. I get even bulkier on this back panel because we have our D-ring connectors that we have sewn at the top and the bottom, or top and the side, or top and both sides. If you did, if you put two D-ring connectors on there where you could wear the bag on either side. I just put it on one side. If you are sewing to sell, you'll want to make sure that, or ask your customer, do they want to be able to wear it on both sides, or is there only one side that they're going to wear it on? So be sure to ask those questions on anything, bags, such as sling bags or backpacks, any of that. All right, so we are almost clipped and dipped and whipped, and I don't know what else we could be, but we clipped and dipped. Now, also, never, ever, 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 and I mean ever, ever, start on a curve. Ever. Okay? If you don't hear nothing else from this video, never, ever start on a curve. I don't care how seasoned you are. And the seasoned sewist will tell you never ever start on a curve. Okay? Never ever ever. Don't do that. Because you are setting yourself up for a real bad issue to happen. Okay. Now let's go back to the sewing machine. Let me adjust the camera. Now, I'm not going to promise y'all that this is not going to be a little challenging for me. I ain't going to promise you that. Because, yeah. Now, I'm going to go ahead right here and put a little movie in my zippy. Okay? So I can get in there. Open it up and turn it out. All right. Let me stop. Okay, here we go. On this side. Y'all, I'm telling y'all though, sometimes with sewing, girl, you gotta do something to now it's probably gonna be super hard for me to hold this at an angle where y'all can see, but if you bear with me, I will try to get through this as fast as possible without causing y'all to wait too long. Just stay with me, okay? Stay with me. Let me loosen up some thread because I'm gonna try and get a continuous seam this time. I'm gonna try. All right, anywho, let's go. And as you can see, my needle. All right, let's adjust my I think it slipped back there, so I know when I Jesus. All right. The object is to keep. I'm on this bulky bit right here, so I'm gonna try and first of all, there we go. Woo. Sometimes you might have to give it that little and say, listen, you going over there. Now I'm on the gusset. Remember what I said about being on the gusset. You want to make sure. Okay, so and no, we didn't get that continuous stitch that I was hoping for. Now I'm on this zipper, okay? I'm on the zipper. I'm a bit nervous about being on the zipper, okay? So if I'm quiet, bear with me. Oh Lord. Hey Auntie Lena, bear with me a second. This camera is just, this whole internet is tripping. Hold tight. Let's see. Let me go to front camera for a second. Lord have mercy. Okay, front camera's back. Let's try and go back to the sewing machine. Jesus. All right, we back. Okay, so like I said, internet is definitely spotty. Hopefully whatever they're doing down the streets will improve our internet out here, because the internet has been trash. Now, I'm gonna see if I can hold this, and I'm staying away from the edge of the zipper. And this one trying to come off. Not trying, it came off. Let me see if I can kind of push that zipper out the way there, but I need the, it's getting a little difficult right here, y'all, but we're gonna, alright. Let me take these clips off and let me readjust this, because your zipper is very, very important, okay? And I'm on a bulky bit right here because this is where a D-ring connector is. So I'm just going to try and, oh geez. Woo. That's the only thing about these D-ring connectors, y'all. Let me go ahead and open it up some more. See if that will help by just opening it. And this fabric that I'm using, baby, it's thick, okay? So if you missed it when I said it before, please make sure you're using a leather needle. I don't even think denim is going to be it's going to be strong enough for this, okay? So just make sure. And I'm right on. Oh, the needle broke. I mean, not the needle, the thread broke. Yep, thread broke. All right, hold please, the thread broke. Oh, because the thread all wrapped around here like I'm right. Okay. All right. It takes 2 seconds to thread it. And just like that, we're rethreaded. Let's keep it moving. If I did not see you when you came in or the internet was acting up, hey everybody. Hey Auntie Lena. Oh, y'all. And one of these little stilettos is just like golden, okay? Ooh, ooh, please tell me I didn't sew my zipper. Okay. Y'all, I was gonna cry had I sewn that zipper right there, because hard as I'm over here trying not to sew it. I cannot wait to move, because baby, that industrial is coming out. You just, you have more room. And usually I don't even remove the clips before I get to where I'm at, but these things just been jumping. All right, we're almost off of this piece. And you'll want to watch this stiletto because it's very, very sharp. You don't want it in your You don't want it in your you don't want it to break your needle, and you surely don't want it to poke you. Ask me how I know. All right. Oops. No, sir. You are trying to sew this zipper so bad, but you're not going to. Not today. Oh my goodness. I don't know what it is. It's always the last part of sewing a curve on the zipper for me, y'all. Let me see, because I'm determined you're not sewing. You are not sewing the zipper. We're not sewing them zipper teeth. We ain't doing that. We are not doing that. That's right. You gotta let it know who the boss is. All right, you wanna continue to stay flat as possible. We're almost back around to the end. We're gonna sew our binding on, and we're gonna put the straps on. I was gonna fix that strap because, like I said, I went with what the pattern said for the measurement of the strap, but I just think it's a wee bit too long. Way too long, so I'm just going to cut it down, and then ooh, y'all, let me fix this part. Let's see if I can. We got a few more stitches and we're back at the end. I mean, back where we started, and we're gonna bind it, and we're done. Boom. All right, let's get ready to bind. I'm just going to check through here. Yep, I need to sew right there a little bit. That zipper's good. We'll cut the stitching later. Okay, so we did really well that time. We just have one little spot. Let me clean up these threads. We have one little spot. You're not going to see all these threads that you see down here, so we're not going to worry about them, about the threads. I'm going to burn them, all of that. I'll show y'all what it looks like in just a second. All right, and let me find that one little spot that I need to sew. It's on the corner, I think. Yep. Right here. Right there. See if I can push this over. And this is also the importance of checking your bag before you bind it or anything like that, because if you miss it and you start binding or something like that, it may not be another opportunity to fix it. All right. Oops. Take our lighter. We're going to go around these threads. And you want to be careful with your lighter. Okay. So this is what we have, y'all. Okay. So this is what we're getting ready to bind across here. Remember, you won't see that because you don't see it on the other side. But up under it, it looks just like it. I promise. All right. So here we go. This is your fold over elastic, right? All right. Remember, now this part, just bring your zippers back together again. Bring your zippers back together again. Oh Lord, there we go. Remember, I like the shiny side, which is the right, whether it's a right or a wrong side, I don't know. And then remember again, you want to stay away from sewing this to your zipper as well. So just be very, nice and easy. You don't need a whole lot of tugging on it. Okay? Not a whole lot of tugging. Because that fold over elastic is going to go right where you need it to go. And all I'm doing, I'm putting that center line of that fold over elastic right on my seams. Okay? And as y'all can see, we're covering up those imperfections where I was sewing at. So, if you ask me, in my humble opinion, I love a bound bag for this reason. I love a bound bag solely for this reason. Right here. Okay? And I'm just going to put another one right here because right here is our overlap. And now your overlap, you do kind of want to do a little tug on your overlap just because you want to make sure where it meets at, it overlap properly. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead, sew this up and put our strap on, and this bag will be done. I'll stick it up. You went around the camera. It's okay. But always fold it back up. Keep it nice and neat, and so that you'll have that seam that's in there. You're welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, y'all. So let's go ahead. Let's sew this shindig on here. Okay. And we're gonna be done. Now this part is usually, now I said usually, it might show me a little different today. It might. So I don't know. It didn't give us that much trouble last go around, so hopefully it won't this time. All right. I know it's hard to see, but bear with me. Am I on that zipper? I shouldn't be. Uh-oh. Okay. Oops. I moved the clip before. Yeah, I was on the zipper. I moved that clip, and we are at that fold over. So let me readjust that back. Oh, okay. All right. You know what? I may just, let me open this up. Let me open it up and see if going from this side will help any. Wait, what's, yeah, because this is the side we bind it. Okay. Oh, I don't know which thread this one. I think this thread usually don't have that many problems, but I guess it said it don't want to catch because I got something up under. Of course. Are you seriously? Thank you. Okay, so pull this. If I don't do nothing else, I always try to get this. I probably should have overlapped it a little bit more than I did, but I try not to be wasting stuff. But oh geez. All right, we'll have to get that one a real tug. I have to give it a real tug. All right, are y'all not back up? Yeah, it's just where I had the camera. Okay. All right, thank you, Auntie. Okay, so let's finish this up. Jesus. Oh, mercy. Still didn't quite catch it how I wanted to, but it'll be fine. Because you won't be able to see it anyway. And then we'll sew it from the other side anyway, so everything will work like it's supposed to in the end. I'm over this bulky bit right here. So we're going to readjust a bit. And remember, there's nothing wrong with stopping to readjust, because stopping to readjust versus just trying to hurry up to get finished can cause you real bad grief. Okay, so just stop, readjust, and you'll be fine. Okay, I promise it'll come out a lot better and cleaner if you just take that extra bit of time and move stuff around. All right, we're making our way on downtown, back where we're back around. Now we're stuck right here now. And as you're coming around a curve, just go ahead, stop the machine, start readjusting, and prepare to make that maneuver as easy as possible. Okay. Okay. Sheesh. So yeah, I definitely will be using my industrial. I cannot wait to move. I think that's the only reason I'm excited about moving, because I'll have more room to pull out more toys. All right, we are almost back where we started. Let's move this part. Definitely. Okay. Woo. It was a workout, y'all. All right, Auntie. Girl, how you got the thread way? You know what? I don't think I want to know how the thread got way up there, but it's up there. It's up there. Okay. All right. So this is what we have. We're all bound up on both sides. Now, here is the real test of, I'm gonna put y'all down on my lap. Okay. Here is the real test of if I should not have used. And okay, gently pull this out. Gently, because you are working with a zipper that is in your gusset. Ooh, I sort of kind of sewed my zipper a little bit right here. Not that, it just kind of went a little close. That's all. We can let that up and let this up. Okay. All right. I'll burn those zippers later. So I don't think it was too hard to turn, but it's definitely a little thick. It's definitely a little thick, you know what I'm saying? But it's giving our bag the stability. Oh man, so cute. So cute. Okay. So it's definitely gives your bag that stability that you're looking for, right? Okay, everything is nice and sewed up. Let me unloosen this zipper. We kind of caught some of it, but not the teeth. So the teeth is what I was, worried about catching, but we got a few little, oh no. Okay, there we go. Yep. Okay. Let's burn these. Wow. Y'all, can y'all believe it? Oh, let's push this corner out. Okay. So, this is what we have, y'all. Okay? This is our backpack. This is the mini Mav. Look at that. We have our two. We got a D-ring here. We got a D-ring here. I put a double zipper on it. This is the front panel. Everything is nice. I love the stability of the foam. Now, was it easy sewing this with the foam? Not really, but I mean, look at the results we got. It was worth it. Okay. Now, if you just came in, remember, I have a strap already made. It is too long, and I went with the measurements in the pattern, and that's okay. I'm just going to cut it down. I mean, it is adjustable, but it's still long, okay? It's still really, 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 really long. So this is the strap with the strap accents that will go on here. I think I have a shorter strap. It doesn't go with this particular bag. Okay, so see the difference? This one doesn't go with this particular bag, but just to show you guys how it looks with the strap of the right size, we're going to put it on. And this is not the one that goes with it. Again, the brown one that I showed you will be the one that will go with it. So I'm so little. So this is how the bag goes. Okay. That's how it looks. You can wear it on your back. So say you didn't want it that low, you could tighten it up. Okay. So y'all see that? You can turn it around. You know, wait a minute. I think you gotta do it the other way to wear it across your back, maybe. Yeah, I don't do these sling things too tough. Okay. So you can wear it like this on your back, or again, you can slide it around and wear it on your front. Okay. So that's what we have, y'all. This is the mini Mav made. This pattern is by Lynn's Handmade. I could not be more, I mean, y'all, like, we did this here on the channel, okay? So it definitely, see, we got our slip pocket in here, and we have, let me take it off so you can see. So we did, I mean, we did that, okay? We did that. This back here, so where you see the bag tag at, this is our back panel right here, okay? So that's this panel. Oh, that looks so good. And then we have, this is our front panel, and the slip pocket is on our front panel. I started to put it on the back panel. I didn't want it there, so it's not there. Very nice and structured. Again, this is the strap that will be going on there, but I need to cut it to shorten it because it is, yeah, it's super long. Okay. So we will fix that, and that will be the straps that will actually go with our bag. And I love that for us. Okay. So remember, well, I had said I was going to sew a panel with you guys. I actually have foam on this one, so we're not going to sew this one, but this is going to be our next Mav pack. These bags will be at the expo that I have been invited to go to here in Atlanta. So I'm super, super, super excited. Yo, I mean, how cute is this? How cute is this? I absolutely love this. It is so adorable. So adorable. I love it. I love it. I love it. We did it. I don't think I will be using foam going forward because it was for this particular machine. I could have put this with the foam on my industrial machine, and it would have been just fine. But y'all, look at our map pack. Love it. So until next time, peace, be blessed, stay crafty. I'm your girl T, and I'm out. One God, one love. Catch y'all in the next one. Bye, guys. Thanks for sticking with me in this shady internet over here today. Peace.